Hello friends. So today I'm going to talk to you about the pros and cons of Zoom. So I imagine in the first lockdown the owners of Zoom became very rich people because overnight we needed a way to connect with our friends and family that wasn't going to be us hugging and kissing and loving on them like we want to. So in steps Zoom, like the knight in shining armour. Oh yes, this is what we need, this is what we need. We need Zoom. We can play charades on Zoom and do Pictionary on Zoom and go to the toilet together on Zoom and do all sorts of things on Zoom because that's what we need. We're in the middle of a pandemic. We need Zoom. And they're going to zoom in on their white horses, on their noble steeds and save the day because where we cannot connect with each other in the same way, we can connect online. That is until the internet goes down and everyone freezes. Or if you're caught with your mouth open like this. There is nothing funnier than somebody else being caught in a frozen position on Zoom. How about if you're talking away on Zoom and you suddenly notice that somebody's disappeared. Where have they gone? And then all of a sudden they pop up again. It's like magic. Boop. Oh, they've gone. No, they're there. No, they're not. So Zoom is a very amazing platform to be part of. But the issue comes where you are on a Zoom meeting, a very important Zoom meeting, and you need to talk, so you unmute yourself. And all of a sudden, everybody in your house decides they are going to make an almighty ruckus. So you, of course, you click mute quickly to turn around and go, "Will you lot be quiet? For goodness sake, I am trying to do my Zoom meeting here, and you lot are making the biggest noise." To turn around and realise you haven't muted it at all. That in your crazed rage, you have not put the magic red line through the little microphone and everybody on your Zoom call has just heard you shout at your children. Oh, bad mummy alert, bad mummy alert. Made worse if you'd thrown in a few swear words and threatened them as well. Oh no. And what if that was recorded? That is going to haunt you for life. Oh my goodness. And it's as if that's not bad enough, right? What happens when somebody else is in your space on Zoom? Okay, so say you're in the kitchen. You're in the kitchen and so you're trying to be quiet. Trying not to like bang the pans and the dishes and just be quiet. Because you're like, I'm sure they're not muted, of course. Particularly if it's your granny who's in her 70s who has no idea how to use Zoom, let alone mute it, so you know it's definitely not muted then. So you're just pondering around and then you forget momentarily that the person in the room is on Zoom and you go to an area where you are in the spotlight and you are itching yourself in an inappropriate place and you turn around to realise that probably everyone has potentially seen you itching your bits on Zoom. And that can be interesting, can't it? You know, again, if it's been recorded and someone's going to use that against you for the rest of your life, that is not fun. Not fun at all. But then, this is the beauty of Zoom, isn't it? You know, so you're in the middle of your yoga class on Zoom and it's all lovely and you feel great. And all of a sudden you need the toilet. And you're like, okay, I'll just ignore it because that's rude. I cannot just turn the camera off and turn the microphone off and just go to the toilet. So you carry on with your yoga class and you're like, no, it's no good. I really do need the toilet. I really do. So you're like, right, it's okay. I know, I don't want to miss anything. So I'll just turn the camera off, turn the microphone off, and I will take the laptop upstairs with me and I'll put it in the bathroom, but I'll face it away from me just in case like the it magically turns itself back on. But if I face the computer away from me, then it won't matter. It doesn't matter so much that I'm sitting on the toilet whilst I'm listening to my yoga class. It won't matter so much. So we do that. We successfully manage to do that. And then you kind of lose track a little bit and you sort of forget. You sort of forget that, hey! No!
What's he doing? What was he doing?
Sorry. Puppy. And you realise that you have completely forgot that you're supposed to be doing your yoga class. And you hear this voice at the other side. We seem to have lost Leanne. I'm not sure if she's still there or if she could hear us or not. And you realise, oh my goodness, I've been distracted. I'm meant to be doing yoga. So we put it back on and then we go backstairs and like, oh, I'm here. And then you send a quick message later to the person doing Hayley, you've just wobbled the thing and now you... And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why they say do not work with animals and children, because when you're trying to do a very serious video on Zoom and the pros and cons of it, and you have the dog chewing the chair leg and the child coming in doing all sorts of things that you don't want them to be doing, it gets a bit tough. But that's, I guess, show business. Hope you've enjoyed.